You say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Mike.
Hello, I'm Lynn.
And this is Hello Mansfield. Hello, Mansfield. I'm Mike.
I'm Lynn.
And we are welcoming you today to Hello Mansfield. We're so happy to have you. And we have a great week in tow, a weekend. And
We
look,
do.
I see what you got.
What do we have going on this weekend? There's something special going to
brought
happen
our
here
pickles.
on Main Street.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pickle
we're
parade.
ready. You know, we had the pickle queens here last week.
We
Do you
sure
remember?
did have
They
the
look
pickle
beautiful.
queens, and look what they left us.
Yeah.
So this Saturday at 1 p.m. That is when the parade's going to start.
10 o'clock's the baby parade.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You know, 8:30 there's a fun run at the park.
That's right.
Some of the park. Yeah, I know all of it.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what you're talking about, early fun runs. When I got here this morning, like at Old Dark 30, you had a line of cars in front of the Sunshine Yoga Shop.
We did at the yoga studio.
Yeah, what y'all got going on?
We've got 2 classes
I said
that
the yoga
start.
shop.
Yeah, we have 2 classes that start at 5:30 now. So on Monday we have a 5:30 heated vinyasa, and on Wednesday, so right before. So it was nice. There was a bunch of people there this morning.
A vinyasa. So all right. So if you want to be vinyasa'd, you know, just come early on Wednesday, and they'll vinyasa you.
Yeah.
All right. But again. We've got a great show today.
We do. We have a great show today.
And also, we want to welcome Bloomfield Homes.
They're our new sponsors. Yes.
Yes. So we are happy to have them.
We have some great sponsors. Meehan's, Heather Harvey.
Haley.
We've got
daughter.
The Haley with the Confident Skin. Ty, Blue Mint Ty.
That's right. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Keep them
coming.
Stanley Psychology.
Yes.
So, man, that's good to have psychologists. We need those, don't we?
We do.
They're an amazing group over there. Up until May 3rd, I need a good psychologist.
They could find some stuff out about me. Woo.
So we're doing this thing. All right. So on the other side of this break, we're going to have some great interviews, some great people you'll need to meet. And guess what? They're the folks that make Mansfield one of the best places to live in the whole country. So we'll see you on the other side of the break. As Chuck Willery used to say, the late, great 2 and 2.
I'm sure that you think when you come into a session that you'll sit down and pose and cheese and smile. That's not how we do it here at Heather Harvey Photography. Hi, my name is Heather Harvey, and I'm the owner of Heather Harvey Photography. I first started with photography when I was a little girl. My dad gave me my first camera. It was a pink Barbie camera with a big shiny cube on top. It's so special to me that my clients allow me to come into their life, into their special moments, and be a part of it. I love photography. It gives me such joy, and it truly is such a passion to be able to tell somebody's story. Let Heather Harvey Photography be part of your story.
Discover the vibrant flavors of Thailand at Blue Mint Thai and Asian Cuisine on East Debbie Lane in Mansfield. Satisfy your cravings with fan favorites like the Golden Pouches, Thai fried rice, and our signature Crazy Drunken Noodle. Featured on ABC News and Dallas Business Journal, every dish is packed with authentic taste. Whether you're planning a cozy dining experience, a convenient takeout, or an unforgettable private event, Bloomin' Thai has you covered. Where passion meets flavor, and every bite tells a story.
In a world driven by digital, businesses need more than just a presence. They need a partner. Introducing TaylorMade Consulting Group, your digital ally. As certified Google Cloud partners, we leverage the latest technology to propel your brand forward. From concept to execution, we craft tailored solutions to elevate your brand and drive results. Ready to unlock your brand's full potential? Contact TaylorMade Consulting Group today for your free digital audit and discover the difference TaylorMade solutions can make for you.
The medical side of skincare is more in depth. It's getting to know what causes those skin issues and helping to deal with them properly.
Oh boy. A lot going on in my head. And look, hey, and I can't tell it all either. But when Cinco de Mayo comes, I'm just gonna let it all hang out. That's right. Hey, I listen, gotta come to the victory party. All right, it's on you, ma'am.
We're here with McKean Hill. McKean, how are you this morning?
I can't complain.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What are you doing here today? Tell us what you got going
absolutely.
on.
Well, I want to thank you guys first and foremost for having me. My name's McKean Hill. Actually born in Memphis, Tennessee, moved all over throughout the U.S. I consider myself from Louisiana originally, where all my family's from, where the food is good. And then I made myself.
It is.
Absolutely. Then I made myself my way on over here to Texas. Thank God I'm here in Mansfield now.
Well, and we're glad you're here. And of course, today we understand that it's your birthday.
Absolutely.
So happy birthday to you.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
So let's talk a bit about you, Mr. Hill, and what you do, Teacher Man, and all of that. But before we get into Teacher Man, you started off early in retail with Ross, and I think that kind of got you going. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm somebody who always wanted to go straight to work whenever I got out of school.
Boy, people would love you.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. You want to go straight to work, start making money.
Right.
So I was really ambitious, real impressionable, getting out there into the real world, learning how money works. Just wanted to put some money in my pockets, really.
Cool.
So that was the biggest thing. Was able to move up through the ranks pretty quickly, all the way up into regional management within 2 years of starting there. From
that
the
is
age of 18.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you were young. I mean, with all due respect, I mean,
Right.
you look young now. So how long ago was that?
That was in 2017. I started.
Really?
By 2019, I was in a regional position with them.
So you were about what, 18, 19?
19,
Wow.
about to be 20.
Wow.
Wow,
Right.
that is great. So the
And that
money,
was-
yeah.
Yeah, that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Man.
I don't know. Don't make me.
Yeah, I
do
know.
math.
We're trying to do the calculations in our head. So you got plugged in and money management. You wanted to know about that. So how does all of that kind of fit into Teacher Man? And tell us, how did you come up with the name? Because I was telling Lynn, it's Teacher Woman too. But
Right. I was like, do women get to learn anything?
Of course.
Right. What's going on? Tell us a little bit
let's
more
not start
about
a scandal. I mean,
that.
he wants to teach everybody.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead, talk to us about how all that works into
Oh yeah.
what you're doing.
Just from Ross, why Ross was so pivotal, really, with everything.
Okay.
One day I was on the cash register, and a gentleman by the name of Devin Evans, him and his wife, actually came to me, just asked me, this how I was a young guy, running the store, and kind of saw something. They saw that the line was long, and they just had a brief conversation, even though the line was long. And they just asked me about just what did I know about money, and would I be open to just wanting to know more about it, really.
Okay.
Right now, they recently just opened up a Bahama Bucks in Waxahachie. They just bought a new location.
One of my
so-
favorites.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Great.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
And then
okay.
a couple years from that, we spent a lot of time together learning a lot about money. And then later on, I got introduced to the financial services industry.
Okay.
Worked up my ranks through there, and just getting promotions and learning more about the industry, where I could actually open up my own financial firm called Teacher Man. And where Teacher Man comes from is actually, we're completely rooted in Christ.
Okay.
This is Christ's business.
Awesome.
I'm just a steward in it.
Well, we're going to take a
Yeah.
break, and when we get back, we're going to learn more about what Teacher Man is all about.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. All right. Team.
Connection with people, a true, genuine connection. But I know I don't feel like she's there to just take my money. My name is Monica Irving, and I've been a proud client of Haley's for 3 years. First of all, whenever I make an appointment, I'm excited. I cannot wait to see her. I love that she's always on time, always professional. I love the environment. I feel like I'm going to go see one of my girlfriends that I haven't saw in a long time, and I know that my skin and I will leave better than where we came. Confident Skin by Haley makes me feel confident and inspired and feel like I can tackle on the world.
In a world driven by digital, businesses need more than just a presence. They need a partner. Introducing TaylorMade Consulting Group, your digital ally. As certified Google Cloud partners, we leverage the latest technology to propel your brand. From concept to execution, we craft tailored solutions to elevate your brand and drive results. Ready to unlock your brand's full potential? Contact TaylorMade Consulting Group today for your free digital audit and discover the difference TaylorMade solutions can make for you.
Located in Mansfield, Texas. Started with a vision back about 11 years ago. Came to the conclusion one day that it was time to start a trucking company. Everybody in this company really does care about one another. Trucking is the backbone of this country, but what we do is absolutely paramount to the success of this country's survival.
At Allison's Sketchbook, we bring stories to life with every stroke. Serving the DFW area and beyond, we specialize in live art, book illustrations, and graphic design, turning your vision into a vivid reality. Whether it's a corporate event, a custom illustration, or a powerful design, let your vision unfold with us. Send us an email or check out our Instagram page to let the magic begin.
And he loved it.
Hi, I'm William Cletus, president of Solving the Maze. Solving the Maze is an A to Z managed service provider. We cover everything from basic tech support, project services in every single area of information technology. Additionally, one of our focuses as a managed service provider is putting the word service first. Solving the Maze makes sure that you see the face. It's not just remote support all the time. We're going to come on the site. We're going to help you. We're going to engage. You're going to see.
And we're back with McKean Hill. So McKean, tell us a little bit more about Teacher Man. And before you get started on that, so I was looking at your social media and you have a lot of educational type feed there.
Absolutely.
You've got so much going on. So give us some information about how to get with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On all social media platforms, it's at McKean Hill. That's at McKeanHill.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So all of that, you guys can take a look at. What have we talked about as a team? What we're here to do for families, different things like that. Anything you want to know about the company, yeah, all on social media.
Okay.
And a little bit more about Teacher Man. The name came from Matthew 4:19. When Jesus, met Peter at the dock, he told him, hey, instead of you guys, just fish for fish, because they were fishermen, which we call ourselves. Actually, let me show you how to fish for man. So just spreading the word, spreading the gospel, and just giving other people information that they need to know. So that's where Teacher Man came from.
Okay, wonderful.
Now, you mentioned families. So you have a goal this year. Tell us a bit about your goal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The goal minimum is just to help 100 new families that, whether they have life insurance currently, whether they already have retirement set up, go in and help 1,000 new people, just exposing them to the information and helping them get established with that.
Okay, helping 1,000 new people. So we're in a volatile period. Talk a little bit about how you're advising people right now in the moment.
Oh yeah, in this moment, the biggest thing, it could be insurance related or anything like that. I know a lot of things that are kicking people right now are vehicles. I talk about people putting a lot of money into things that of high interest. Right now, if you don't have, the proper credit, the right financial foundation, things like that, different strategies we can help them use to, kind of supplement some of that instead of using your credit and having a, 10, 12, 15, 20+% interest rate on whatever you're purchasing, showing you how to structure a life insurance policy properly, where you can use that, borrow from yourself, and save yourself tens of thousands of dollars plus.
So what are some mistakes that people are making that you could help steer them in the right direction? Oh yeah. The first thing would really be just finding an agent that is not worrying too much about the money side of anything for their pockets. More so just caring more about the family and what their needs are. Okay. So that's a mistake that people make, that they think that everyone is built the same and knows the same amount of information. Okay. But on the flip side, it's just working with the right person, knowing everything you need to know before you make a decision. So getting a custom plan, getting something that works for the individual and not just the masses. Okay. Absolutely. Okay.
So I'm curious about some of the challenges. What are some of the greatest challenges that you're facing in advising people and that others are communicating to you?
Oh yeah. The biggest thing is, no matter how great you are and what you do, there's, just different stigmas that go along with what people do, just as far as, life insurance in general. What can it do? Is term better than whole life? Is, temporary insurance better than permanent insurance? I don't need insurance. I already have some at my job, not knowing that maybe it only covers accidental if you pass away on the job. I don't want my spouse to come up if I pass away. Like if a husband or wife's spouse passed away, wouldn't you want your kids to be okay, be able to go to college, things like that?
Absolutely.
That's good like sense. That. I continue to tell people that GoFundMe is not a good insurance policy.
It is not.
I mean, seriously, it's not. I'm thinking, oh boy, we're in trouble now.
Absolutely.
With that. So I'm curious in regard to your clientele. What's the age range of your clientele?
Oh yeah, it's going to be anybody from around really mid 30s and up, later 20s maybe. They're married, have kids, own a home, families like that. There's always people who don't necessarily know directly they have something to lose. If you're leaving something behind, you want to be able to leave something behind. Right, and two, when the accident happens, it's already too late. Absolutely. Right? It's too late to go back and have that security. So making a plan and planning for the future. Absolutely. So, it's so great that you came to meet us today and share your information with Mansfield. And we're going to go to a break. But thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Have a good day. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
My name's Allie Cummings, and I met Heather about 7 years ago. Heather's not your typical photographer. I think she does candid photos very well, but her artistry behind editing the photos is what makes Heather different than a normal photographer. The last year that we did outside family photos, it was quite chaotic, and Heather's really good about snapping random pictures as we're all running around. And I'm pretty sure my husband was holding up a bubble wand and Cameron was going to grab it. As Heather was taking pictures of it, I thought, I wonder what she sees. And later she sends me a picture, and it was actually Cameron feeding a leaf to a long neck. And it is the most miraculous thing that she saw in the moment and turned it into a piece of art.
Actually, my dad, my brother, and my son, they're into the trucking industry. My dad is a mechanic, a diesel mechanic. So is my brother. And my son, he works at the TA. And my dad always said, he used to tell me, like, back in the days, it was hardly any women driving. So my dad always used to tell me, get into the trucking, it's good money. And he said, I want to see you drive a truck. It's like, it runs in the blood. So that's what got me into the trucking industry.
And I was like,
It's all 7 minutes.
I'm gonna buy this restaurant. I'm Mike Wilson, and I ended up dropping out of college, and I enlisted in the Air Force in 1999. Once I enlisted in the Air Force, as my friend Elisa knows, it's a real life-changing experience.
And my name is Elisa Dodenhoff. Met Mike in the military, and both of us are Air Force Security Forces. I have worked locally in Mansfield, so I was a regular at Blue Mint Thai and Agent Cuisine before Mike took over. So, we've known each other in passing, and I said, oh my goodness, it's Major Wilson.
And my name is Randy Ochoa. I'm a general manager. We all come from Bangkok, Thailand, and we brought all the family and our family secret recipes from grandma and then my mom.
My name is Ben Boulier. I'm a board certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon. I'm also the owner of Posh Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, and obviously we're based here in Mansfield, Texas. So overall, no, I think I'm very happy, no regrets. I already referred people to the mission one. I told them they were great. I told them that they would be pretty down to earth, pretty straightforward. You would not be confused about the process. And for someone like me who's a novice in the process, I mean, trust me, I'm a stickler for what I want. I definitely think I got what I want.
Welcome back, Mansfield. I'm here with Lillian from Aspire. What is it? Women's Wellness. Okay. Aspire Women's Wellness. Let's do it again. So Lillian, tell us a little bit about you and what you have going on.
Yeah, I'm a women's health nurse practitioner. I have been in women's health for 11 years. I've been an NP for 7. And I'm just really passionate about helping women live healthier, happier lives.
That's fantastic. And you're a holistic practitioner. So tell us a little bit about what that means and how you bring that to the area.
Yeah. I really feel like we have to look at people as a whole person rather than just handing out medication. So we're talking about sleep, stress, relationships, diet, movement, and we use medications when they're indicated, but we have conversations about that.
Well, and how I feel about that is a lot of times people just treat, well, you're having this problem instead of the root of the problem. So,
Yeah, exactly.
So taking time and digging down and really finding out what the problem is.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the modalities that you do use to help.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that we do is spend time with people. So every visit is between an hour and an hour and a half.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you can really
Yeah.
dive deep.
Yeah, I feel like I get to know my patients. I get to know what's important to them. And then together we can build a treatment plan that makes sense, whether that's diet changes, movement, working on sleep hygiene, adding in supplements or medications. But we really want to get at the heart of their life and what's important to them.
Fantastic. And where is your place located at?
I see patients in Midlothian. I also see patients once a month in Dallas. And then I do a lot of telehealth all throughout Texas.
So tell us a little bit about the telehealth. So how long would a telehealth visit be?
I still spend at least an hour with every patient on telehealth because a lot of what I do is relational. So the time is important no matter if you're in person or not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you can feel that, you're at a fast food line when you go see your practitioner, your doctor or whatever, and they're just kind of moving you through the conveyor belt. So taking that time is so important.
Yeah, exactly.
So what conditions do you treat? Is it everything?
Yeah. So I am a specialty practice. I have extensive specialty training in things like chronic pelvic pain, sexual concerns, and hormonal concerns like perimenopause and PCOS. But I can see people for their annual exams as well.
Okay, so you can see people for their annual exams. So I know one thing with me personally is I guess when I was 36, I started having a thyroid issue.
Mhm.
So an undiagnosed, that can lead to lots of issues.
Yeah.
So can you speak to that at all? Can you speak to, the hormonal changes that we go through?
Yeah. Yeah. I tell people there's like 50 hormones in the body, but there's kind of tiers of which ones affect the whole body. And the thyroid is like the top. If it's off, it's going to affect your whole body. So we do an extensive amount of lab work to really see where your symptoms coming from, and then how can we treat them.
And how can you treat them? Okay. Fantastic. Well, what other aspects of your clinic would you like to share with everyone?
I think that it's just for women to know that your symptoms are valid and that you deserve to be heard and listened to. So if you're not feeling like you're heard at your current place, you should really try to find someone that's going to listen and believe you.
Right. And so that's important because I know going through my life, having children and then I'm 53. So going through that age gamut, right? And, I was seeing my gynecologist for a while, but it seems like the testing that they did wasn't really what I needed to get to the bottom of, my thyroid issues. And so for 15 years, I really wasn't on the right plan to handle that type of issue. And seeing a specialist really helped. Is there any pointers that you can help?
Yeah, I would say that even studies show that when women go to the office, a lot of times they're not heard, they're not believed. And so if you feel like you're not getting back what you need, I would look for a provider that spends time with you, that values women, that listens to women, and kind of shop around. You can do like a free phone consult with me, for example, and see if it's a good fit.
So free phone consults. And would they find all that information on your website?
Yeah, I have a website, aspirewomenswellness.com, and I also do a lot of social media at Aspire Women's Wellness.
Okay, wonderful. Excellent. Well, I want to thank you for being on the show today, and go check her website out if you have any concerns.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll be back after these messages.
And by Haley, I am a medical esthetician and I'm also an acne specialist. When I got to around the age of 17 or 18 is when I started to experience more acne. And of course, that took a toll on my confidence. A part of what helped my confidence, crazy enough, is helping other people with their confidence and helping bring a smile to their face, because I know that feeling of just wanting to hide. And that's just really what drove me and pushed me to want to help others with their skin. Head over to my website and book your next treatment with me.
Perhaps more perfected by the light of perverted sorrow.
The quality of the food, the service, the ambiance is all part of what makes the true dining experience.
I'm Ashley Fuller, and I'm the owner of Fuller Land Surveying here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm sitting here with my friend JD with Bela Berry Realty, and we're going to talk to you today about why realtors should choose their surveyor and why it's important to develop those relationships.
The other day we were in a sticky situation and we needed a survey. It needed to be done at a, very short timeline. And somebody was like, call Fuller, give them a shout, see how fast they can turn it around. Like, oh my gosh, you saved the day.
I'm Dr. Amanda Stanley, owner and supervisory psychologist.
I'm Adam Stanley, co-owner of Stanley Psychology. We chose to office in downtown historic Mansfield in order to better serve the community here.
So we are here to offer a variety of mental health services, including diagnostic evaluations and psychotherapy for individuals of all ages. With our practice expansions at Stanley Psychology, we have openings available to help you.
give us a call, contact us via our social media channels or through our website, and let us help you with your mental health journey.
So at Viridian Property Solutions, our goal is to get you, the homeowner, the most amount of money possible for your damages. I'm the owner of Viridian Property Solutions, and we are public adjusters in the Mansfield area. We've been in the insurance business for 15 years doing property assessments. So when it comes down to getting the right estimate amount submitted to your insurance company, that's where a good public adjuster is going to come in and really be on your side.
Good morning and welcome back to the Financial Blueprint. I am Eric Hamilton, president of Hamilton Sales Academy, as well as Hamilton Estates. Well, we're 4 weeks in on our series around financial literacy. And so what we've been able to do is we've covered the 100 level series. Now it's time to move to step 2. We're going to the 200 level series. So before we get started, let me ask a question. If I were able to say to you and show you a way to take $50 a week and just ask you to be consistent, over the next 20 years, investing that $50 consistently would turn to about $175,000. Would that be of interest to you? What I would ask is, I need consistency and patience. So if you're curious at how that can be done, you are in the right place today, because we are going to be talking about the basics of investing. But before we get into that, let's recap on what we've done thus far. So week 1, we looked at the financial beginning, the basics, right? So we started with the plan, keeping it very, very basic and very general. Week 2, we moved into the budgeting 101. Very, very simple. We talked about the 50, 30, 20 rule, right? And then we moved into week 3, which was credit and debit, understanding how to properly use credit to help you do what you're trying to do. And then last time we were together, we talked about our saving strategies. So that was key because we entered the term compound interest. And so compound interest, as we learned, that is our friend. So now let's jump into week 5, which is on what we're going to do for basic of investing. So let's start with this. Why invest? So if you see that little figure that appears I'm standing over, but that is Warren Buffett. He's one of the most known investors of all time. So let's talk about why we invest. So very, very simply, if you think about inflation, if your money is sitting in a savings account, you're losing the value of the dollar. So number 1, we want to invest because we want to be able to beat inflation. Secondly is to build long-term wealth. Number 2, so understand that investing, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. When you hear people talk about getting rich quickly, that's a different type of investing. That's not what I'm advising. And then lastly, looking at that Warren Buffett, he advises something very simple, is index funds. Historically, they have done extremely well. So Warren Buffett says if he can do it all over again, he would go very simple into an index fund. So we'll get into what that means as well. Now let's talk about some common ways to invest. Let's talk about vehicles. The first is very easy. So there's 4 that we're going to talk about today. The first you may have heard of is called a stock. Think of a stock as a piece. You own a piece of a business. You can call it Walmart, Apple, whatever you want, but you own a small piece of that business. The great thing about it is you don't have to be the one to come up with these business ideas. You trust that these large companies are going to go in the right direction. Stocks are notorious for being a little more volatile, but the returns are typically higher. Now, the second option that you have are what called bonds. Bonds are basically you lending money to a company or the government. Now, so though the advantage to a bond is it's very consistent, right? That return rate is very consistent. Now, and it's low risk, right? But the flip side is you will not hit the highs of the returns that you're going to get from the stocks, but it's very consistent. Now, the next option that you can think about is something that I personally like, which are called index funds or exchange trade funds, ETFs. Think of this as a basket of different stocks and bonds. So if you don't want to have just one, I want to have a basket. I want to have a collection of a few. And then lastly, our retirement accounts. Think of your 401k, your IRAs. Now, here's what I'll say about this. Those have great tax advantages. If your employer offers 401k and they're matching it, I would highly advise you to take advantage of it. Whatever the max is, max it out. Think about the money later. That's free money. So here's a visualization of something very simple. So think of, I'll use the analogy of a tree. Think of your first dollar as a small seed that you're planting. What that seed needs is it needs consistent, it needs water, it needs sun. So think of your water and sun with investing is like your consistent contributions. And then you need time for that seed to grow. Think of that as compound interest. That's where the money comes, that's where the growth comes. And then over the course of time, you'll begin to notice that that tree is blossoming. Well, it blossoms, that is time. That's time in the market. So I just wanted to paint a very simple visualization of investing is very similar to a tree, but it will take you being patient and it takes you being consistent. So looking at the blueprint tip of the week is what's up next. This one is simple. This one is simple, not very complex. Start small and stay consistent. So here's what we're going to talk about. Automate your monthly contributions. You want to pay yourself first. Very, very simple. Second step is we're going to reinvest all the dividends or the interest that we earn. Very, very simple. You don't think about the money. Again, think of you're at a casino. You have chips because, you know, if you're passing out your money, folks know that you're not going to spend as much money, but chips seem very easy to manipulate. So we want to reinvest the funds that we receive. And lastly, is I ask you to be patient. Time is on your side. I'll talk about this in a moment, but I would prefer you to have time in the market as opposed to time the market. So let me talk about a real world example very quickly, just a real world that I started with early in the show to get your attention. Now, if you were to take $50 a week and invest it over the course of 20 years or so, so that's $50 every single week, what you'd be looking at an 11% return, which is just the average over the past 10, 11 years with the S&P, which are the largest companies in America, you'd be looking at about $212,000. That's by simply just investing, just putting that money to the side. Now, if you took that money and said, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it under my mattress or I'm going to put it into a savings account, you're talking $52,000. Look at the difference that you're talking about by simply just putting it into a vehicle. Now, you're talking about the power of compound. Now, so this graph is going to show some of this, but if you notice, as time goes along, this is where that you see the growth that takes place. It's an absolute powerful vehicle. But again, I would say to you, it's time in the market. It is not timing the market. Small habits turn into big results. All right, so I wanted to grab a couple audience questions very quickly. So I have a question that came in. So I only have $50 a month to invest. Is it worth it? Quite frankly, absolutely. Small amounts on a consistent basis will pay dividends, but you have to be consistent. The key is getting started. You got to get started. You get started, absolutely, it's worth investing. Second question is, where do I begin? Well, as I mentioned, Warren Buffett is one of the most known and well-known investors of all time. So his philosophy is start with something, a diverse S&P fund. Now, I'm going to challenge you after this to take some time to go and research a few things. Research the S&P. What does that actually mean? But it's essentially, he's saying, is the collection of the basket. So ETF or the index fund. So a collection of stocks and bonds. That's where he says start. So hopefully those very simple, quick things answered your question from the audience members that sent them in. All right, it's time to take the investment pledge. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to, in the comment section, I will invest X a week starting today. You make your own pledge. I don't care if it's $5 a week, $100 a week, whatever it is, you make your pledge on what you're going to invest. Number two, type into the comment section, I'm in, if you are committing to this pledge. Folks, if we're able to do this right, we're going to see changes in our family. We will see changes in wealth. You'll see changes in your finances. Share the pledge on social media, #financial blueprint. And then challenge a friend to start too. Having accountability partner always makes things easier. Imagine if you're working out. Everyone loves to have a trainer because that trainer is going to hold you accountable. Now, so lastly, very quickly, so I wanted to walk through what we've talked about. So here's where we are. We're at week 5, which is the basics of investing. This is our current week. Now we've got the second half that we're going. So next time we get back together, we're going to talk about retirement planning. And we'll finish out once we get to week 12. That's the financial goal setting and review. So with that, my contact information is available all over the screen. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. But for now, I'm Eric Hamilton, checking off with the Financial Blueprint. See you next time.
I'm Trey Smith. I'm the co-president of Ivan Smith Furniture. It's family-owned operation since 1961. I will tell you that our trust level with Tony is really high, and he's done everything he said he was going to do, plus some. There's a book that I read, it's How to Be a Fierce Competitor, and one of the chapters in there is Answer the Phone, and the whole premise of that chapter is to be available and to get things done. That's one thing that Tony embodies, is getting things done. So again, he does everything he said he's going to do, plus some.
My name is Brett Jeffries.
Charles White.
Latanya Lynch, Ballet Potter. I have been a patient for about 6 months. They were very thorough in making sure that I was following up my exercises.
The experience has been great. It's very much a family atmosphere. I actually recommended Joe and Jordan and their team multiple times.
I never thought that my chiropractor could help me with my asthma and allergies, and 4 or 5 other things they're helping me to live my best life. So this is 2024. The time for suffering and silence is over.
I'm Dr. Amanda Stanley, owner and supervisory psychologist.
I'm Adam Stanley, co-owner of Stanley Psychology. We chose to office in downtown historic Mansfield in order to better serve the community here.
So we are here to offer a variety of mental health services, including diagnostic evaluations and psychotherapy for individuals of all ages. With our practice expansions at Stanley Psychology, we have openings available to help you.
Give us a call, contact us via our social media channels or through our website, and let us help you with your mental health journey.
Welcome to Old Vine, Texas, a dream endeavor of Mansfield husband and wife, Eric and Emily Beyer. In their discovery of one of the most significant wine regions in the country, they decided to build Old Vine, Texas, with the goal and intent of encouraging people to visit the different wine regions within the state of Texas. Old Vine, Texas is located inside Ancora Event Center in historic downtown Mansfield. Visit their website or give them a call to plan your next visit with Old Vine, Texas.
Hello, Mansfield. Jonathan Taylor here, your tailor-made technology advisor. And today we are going to talk about Medusa. And no, I'm not talking about the Greek mythological woman with the snakes in her hair. We are talking about the newest, most dangerous ransomware out there. So if you are in a pickle, like the Pickle Parade, you want to make sure that you listen to this segment. And so today we're going to talk about what the Medusa ransomware is. We'll talk about how it spreads. We'll talk about the ransom itself, and then we'll talk a little bit about what you can do to stay protected. And so what is the Medusa ransomware? I mean, ransomware, it's in its name, it's ransom. So they're going to hold you hostage for something. And so essentially, the Medusa ransomware is a type of computer virus that pretty much locks up the files on your computer. And so if you've got important pictures, important documents, or even confidential information, it can lock it up and you can pretty much be locked out of your computer. And then you're going to have some cyber criminal saying, hey, pay me some money and I'll unlock it for you. Well, the second thing the second way that it's important to make sure that you don't get ransomware is to make sure that you put 2-factor authentication on your email. Make sure that as soon as somebody signs into your email that you're getting some type of code on your phone or your email, things like that. And so how does it spread? So it spreads by emails mostly. So you'll have some type of cyber criminal that'll send you an email that'll look like it came from your boss or a coworker or maybe a business partner. And it'll say, click on this link or download this file. Now, don't click on it, don't download it unless you know for sure that that person had sent you an email.
You know, because as soon as you click on that thing, it's going to install that ransomware on your computer, and you're pretty much out of luck at that point. And so the second way that it spreads is through outdated software. And so if you still got like Windows 7 on your computer, I mean, we're on Windows 11 now, you are vulnerable. So make sure that as you get those notifications to update your software or update your computer, even on your phones, make sure you take advantage of those updates, because they're putting in security patches that they know will help prevent ransomware like this from happening. And so how does the Medusa ransomware work, right? And so it essentially, you click the link, it downloads this software onto your computer, and it locks your files up, right? And so at that moment, you'll get an email or some type of pop-up on your screen that says, if you want your information back, pay me X amount of dollars. And then they'll ask you to pay them in forms like Bitcoin or some other type of cryptocurrency. And this is so that they can keep their anonymous nature going, and it's harder to find them, right? But beware, because I mean, how many cyber criminals should we trust, right? So we pay them, you know, $1,000, $100. There is no guarantee that they're going to send you that decryption key. And so there's an opportunity for them to keep it and your files continue to be locked. And then we've got cases where they did send the decryption key and then they turn around and lock the files again. And so you got to be careful, because we can't trust cyber criminals, of course. And so what can you do to protect yourself? The first thing you can do is back up your data. You know, it's always good to have a good backup of all of the files onto your system, right? And so if you've got a backup that's connected to the internet, guess what? That backup is vulnerable. You want to make sure that you've got a backup that is not online, that the hackers can't get access to. And so that's the first step. As I told you earlier, update that software. You want to make sure that the software on your computer is always up to date. I mean, there are so many bad actors out there trying to break into and steal passwords and confidential information. You want to make sure that you've got the software updated so you are not vulnerable. Again, be careful of emails. You know, again, if you think that your son, daughter, mom, or somebody sent you some pictures, you know, call them and ask them, be sure, hey, I got this email. Did you really send me some pictures? I mean, it'll save you a lot of money in the long run, a lot of headache. You can always use you can always use antivirus software, right? They've got these softwares that actively monitor when people are trying to hack into your computer. You've got Symantec, McAfee, things like that. You can use Malwarebytes. You want to use a reputable antivirus software. Don't just buy the cheapest thing that you can find. Find one that you know is popular and that works. And then fifth, you can have a plan. Make sure that you have a plan. If you're on the middle of your computer and you accidentally click something and stuff starts happening funny, have a plan to eliminate the hackage. First thing I would say do is disconnect from the internet. Again, if you're not on the internet, they can't get you. And then finally, require the multi-factor authentication. That's that two-factor where you sign in, you get that alert on your phone. So in conclusion, Medusa ransomware is a serious and growing threat. Make sure that you understand what it is and how to avoid it, and that you make sure that you are not vulnerable to these attacks. If you have a tech topic you would like to discuss, or if you would like to be a tech guest, email us at techtalk@hellomansfield.com. This has been your Tech Talk with Taylor Made. See you next time. Are you looking to navigate technology with confidence? Are you exposed to unnecessary risks? Technology shouldn't be this hard. At TaylorMade Tech, we understand the unique challenges of business. Our tech advisors specialize in working closely with you. With TaylorMade, you'll have the support you need, from implementation to ongoing maintenance. Contact TaylorMade.
Segment will be our full 4 minutes.
The audience.
I do.
What?
When you talk about the here, I'll hold it. Till
No,
you're
I
ready.
got it.
I got it. Okay.
When I walked in, I saw the pickle. I was like, be so phallic looking, and now I have to hold it.
Do you want me to hold it?
No.
We're not talking about till the second segment, so you
Okay.
can put it down.
You don't want to have like the pickle in the room instead of the elephant.
Not a big pickle. I'm not a big fan of the pickle people.
I love pickles.
I love pickles. I'm not a big fan of the pickle people.
Best friend.
She's not my best friend.
Benefit for volunteer time. I've been getting involved more this spring. Thought it was a great opportunity. So I actually helped with Carolyn Buckingham to organize our groups for today to get out here using our new benefit. I think it's a great way to just get out in the community, enjoy some nice weather, give back, spend time together as a team as well. So I think community involvement is important because, it's not just here to work, that we are part of a larger community. When we all come together and take care of our communities thrive and our people thrive.
Whether it was one generation ago or 7, more than likely as an American, an ancestor of yours took an extreme level of risk in order to create a better way of life for themselves, their family, and eventually you. Most families have a story to tell, at least one story. My family ended up here in Texas when their wagon broke down in Del Rio. The wagon train they were a part of continued westward, only to be completely massacred. I'm Rob Schultz, founder of Schultz Wealth. Our clients are entrepreneurs and business owners, the beneficiaries and true torchbearers of our American pioneer legacy. Our clients are not afraid of change. They are hopeful about the future, and they create wealth for themselves, their people, in this country through innovation, creativity, and hard work. Our job at Schultz Wealth is to help make sure it counts for something. If you're a successful business owner, let Schultz Wealth help you to the next level and beyond.
Welcome to the Mansfield Pulse. I'm Joe Jenkins, owner of Joe Jenkins Insurance here in beautiful downtown Mansfield and founder of the Mansfield Business Alliance. This week, I have Kim Mullins, who is also a board member on the Mansfield Business Alliance. And you're with Lisa Crest.
I am.
What's your job there?
I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Lisa Crest.
COO.
Yeah.
You have it.
I do.
What does Lisa Crest do?
We represent public school districts and police officers.
That sounds exciting in this day and age. Y'all stay busy, I'm assuming.
We are very busy.
Okay. And so it's Mike Leeser and Rhonda Crass.
Mm-hmm.
They're your founders.
They are. We've been in business for 11 years in Mansfield.
And you own that beautiful house
We do.
right outside
Right
of
up the
downtown,
street.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bought that.
Yes, we did.
That's exciting. So Lisa Crass was one of our very first members for the Mansfield Business Alliance. And you have been around it. How long have you been in Mansfield?
29 years.
That's a long time.
I know.
I mean, I've been here my
It's
entire
weird we've
life,
never
but
met.
Yeah, I know. It's strange. Well, we met before today, but before that. And you also are involved in another big organization in
Leadership
town.
Mansfield.
What's your role there?
I am the chairperson this year for Leadership Mansfield. I've been on the board there for 9 years.
I've never gone through Leadership Mansfield.
You should.
That's what people tell me.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of time.
Very leadershipy.
It sounds important.
Mhm.
So, and what class are we on?
15. I was in class 5, the best class.
Class 15 say they're the best class
They
as
also
well.
do,
Okay,
yes.
fair enough. So y'all were one of our very first members for the Mansfield Business
Mm-hmm.
Alliance. Why did y'all join? What was the what are we doing that you thought, we want to be a part of this?
We believed in what you were doing and in supporting small businesses in Mansfield and just all the ribbon cuttings and getting to know new business owners that maybe have the same problems or issues that we have, where we can all communicate and try to figure things out together.
And then you're also in charge of a big event we have coming up. We're going to talk about a little bit later. What do you call that event?
I call it the gala.
Is that the correct pronunciation? I say gala, by the way, but
I say gala. It's not, I don't think there is a correct pronunciation.
yours is
However,
fancier.
Juan Fresca's also called it the gala,
He
so I
did.
felt vindicated.
Well, we're going to come back with the news in just 1 minute, so stick around.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm with Confident Skin by Haley. What makes my surfaces unique is that I have a hydrodermabrasion treatment. I offer oxygen infusion.
Kids don't like it. People also say that at my office about me and Mike. They're like, we can't tell. Should we feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
You want to bring that life back? Feel free to book a hydrodermabrasion treatment. So with all of my treatments, I offer pharmaceutical grade products that have natural botanicals. I also have a line that is meant more for acne because I am an acne specialist.
When it comes to your high-value product transportation needs, CRST's Specialized Solutions team handles things differently. End-to-end customer care, experienced driving teams, and meticulous attention to every detail. We know the value of your products, and we work tirelessly to earn your trust by delivering them to their destination on time and damage-free every time. Because when it matters to you, it matters to us. CRST's Specialized Solutions team. We handle high-value things differently.
Welcome to Old Vine, Texas, a dream endeavor of Mansfield husband and wife, Eric and Emily Byer. In their discovery of one of the most significant wine regions in the country, they decided to build Old Vine, Texas, with the goal and intent of encouraging people to visit the different wine regions within the state of Texas. Old Vine, Texas is located inside Ancora Event Center in historic downtown Mansfield. Visit their website or give them a call to plan your next visit with Old Vine, Texas.
At Secured Moving Company, we are more than just movers. We offer a full range of services to meet all of your needs. Don't end up being one of those people that didn't choose Secured Moving Company for their moving experience. By choosing Secured Moving, we promise a stress-free moving experience with our dedicated team who handles every detail with care and professionalism. Give us a call or go to our website so you can rest assured with Secured for your moving experience.
When people ask me, what's your favorite? Everything is amazing. Whether it's steak, whether it's seafood. The seafood here is amazing. We're very lucky to have some of the finest chefs, management. Our server team is among some of the best.
Welcome back to the Mansfield Pulse. Here's what's going on around Mansfield this week.
Y'all, it's finally here. The Pickle Parade and Palooza.
That's right.
You want to hold this?
Sure, if you do.
Okay. It starts on Saturday. It kicks off with the baby parade at 10 a.m. There's a playground, market, beer booths, and community stage that also open at 10 a.m. The parade starts at 1 and it rolls right through downtown. And after the parade, there will be bands and music all through the night up until 7.
7.
Not all through the night,
Yeah.
but also too. Very
Your favorite
exciting.
part.
Mansfield Animal Care will also be there with their adoption booth. So come get you a new dog and see the pickle parade. You can catch a shuttle at Legacy High School starting at 9:30 that will bring you to the middle of downtown so you can avoid all of the traffic.
You do not need another dog, by the way.
I do not.
No.
I have plenty. Are we done with? Oh.
Okay. Mansfield ISD residents 55 and older are invited to explore MISD and all that it has to offer with the Golden Tour on April 8th. So my parents did this last year. They said it was spectacular. The tour starts at Summit High School, 8 a.m., and will travel to different campuses to show off the exciting, innovative offers that Mansfield ISD has. Breakfast and snacks are included, and they're going to be shuttled to 4 different campuses around town. It's a free event, but they do need to RSVP. The link can be found on MISD's Facebook page, or you can reach out to Miss Katie Flowers, one of our favorite people.
Are we about to give her cell phone number out?
No, but we'll give her email address
Okay.
out. For more information, reach out to Katie at Katie, Katie, Flowers at misdmail.org. Your turn.
March 27th, it's our big night. The Mansfield Business Alliance is having their gala, honoring Mansfield's 40 under 40 at the Vault. You can come hang out with all of the fellow business owners, try an amazing signature cocktail. Who's our signature cocktail sponsor?
The Arlington Renegades, the football team.
And eat some amazing food prepared by Chef Dexter. While you're there, you can also celebrate the first awardees of 40 Under 40 in Mansfield history, as well as the other award winners for the Mansfield Business Alliance. It's going to be a great evening. You can head to mansfieldbusinessalliance.org to get your tickets.
All right.
This Friday.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Kim, I know you love a good library. Is that
I do.
safe to say? Okay. Can you guess how many people went to the public library between October 1st and December 31st last year in Mansfield, the Mansfield Public Library?
October 1st.
October, that 3-month period.
2,000.
20,581 people went to the library in that 3-month period.
What?
I know. 6,289 went to story time, workshops, and other events, and 1,309 rooms were reserved. Those numbers blew me away. Our tiny little town of Mansfield. The Mansfield Public Library wants to remind you that libraries are more than just books. They're a hub for connection, learning, and the community. So come on by, check out what's going on in the library. Kim, what do we got coming up in Mansfield Business Alliance?
Well, right now we're focusing on the gala, but we do have 2 ribbon cuttings coming up. And Tuesday, April 8th, Bloomfield Homes at 11:30, and Friday, April 11th at Azale Electric.
That's right.
They're going to be hosting their ribbon cutting and open house at 2 p.m.
That's it for the Mansfield Pulse. I'm Joe Jenkins. She's Kim Mullins. Back to Mike and Lynn in the studio.
Hi, my name is Heather Harvey, and I'm the owner of Heather Harvey Photography. Every time a client walks into my studio, I want their experience to be like none other. I strive for each one of my clients to have their own unique, memorable experience. And it truly is such a passion to be able to tell somebody's story, to be able to go into some of their personal journeys, whether they're having a baby, their family is growing, or their little one has grown up and it is their last year of high school and they're moving on to the next part of their journey.
So what time's it going to be on Mondays?
I love 9 a.m.
I love 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes?
So right after this, I can call Portia and confirm with her.
What do you say?
Right after this, I can call Portia and confirm with her.
Yeah, do that. That would be, 9 is good.
Yeah.
4 to 5:30. Okay, great.
Okay, cool.
No, it's going to be later. 7. Sit down.
We specialize more in the insurance claims. So when you have storm damage that comes through, obviously hail, wind, tornadoes, we come out, we take a look at everything on the roof. There's a lot more that can get damaged than just the roof. There's gutters, there's windows, there's fence, there's decks. And with Viridian Roofing and Construction, we've been in the industry for over 35 years. I'm the owner. When you call us, you get to deal directly with me. We come out and do a free property inspection and evaluation, and we're going to get out to see you very quickly.
Hi, I'm Andrea, Andy Mac Candy Shack. We have over 1,600 different types of candy. We have everything from Taffy Town Taffy. We carry almost 100 different flavors. We have the old school bazooka gum. And yes, they do still have the jokes in them. We have everything from Mexican candy, Japanese candy, and I love these lollipops. They are so fun. Plus, we do special things like we custom make baskets. We have so many Jelly Bellies, it'll blow your mind. And just so you know, not only do we carry local items like our Dublin sodas, we carry Wild Bill Sodas, which is a veteran-owned, veteran-run company. Be sure and come see us down at Andy Mac Candy Shack.
All right, it has been a great show today. Lynn, it's been fun, hasn't it?
It's been fun.
Yes, and we have our pickles because we know that the parade starts, what time Saturday?
1 o'clock.
Well, but the babies.
The baby's at 10.
The baby's at
right
10.
on Main Street.
That's
That's a big
right.
deal.
See the babies toddle down Main Street, and we're gonna have. I caught that. Took me a while, but listen. Here's the deal. So we don't ever say goodbye. What do we say?
Hello, Mansfield.
Hello, Mansfield. Have a great rest of the day. See you next time.